come back to me. Yeah, 'cause when I'm in love, when I'm in love, a woman. Thank you so much po once again. My name is Jonas Onyate, one of the grand finalists of Tawag ng Tanghalan sa Showtime. Kalbayog nun, Samar nun, Bugos nga Bisaya. Thank you so much.
A truly astounding performance from Jonas Onyate. Thank you very, very much. Today is truly a day of celebration. That is why we have special guests like, of course, Jonas and Elaine earlier, and of course, Jeffrey Hidalgo, and we have more later on this evening. So please do watch out for them. Now, aside from these wonderful performers, we would also like to say thank you to everyone for giving the bride and the groom the best gift of all. That is by being here today. Of course, this is a very special milestone in the life of our newlyweds. And without you guys, today's celebration would mean nothing. And also, thank you to all those na pumunta pa po dito from far, far away, from different parts of the globe and different parts of the Philippines. For instance, we do have guests who came in all the way from the United States of America, from Dubai and Australia. And of course, to all our guests who came in from Davao, Surigao, Vislig City, Samar, Dipolog, San Carlos City, Bacolod, and Manila. Let us welcome all of them here to Cebu with a nice, warm round of applause. Give them a big, big hand for their time and effort. Salamat po. Salamat po. All right, so this time I would like to invite Kirby and Jen to please join us here in front. All right, because up next we are about to have some very special people who would like to say a few words for you. All right, so again, reminding everyone, hashtag Sarmiento Bunan. All right, Sarmiento Bunan. And also, may we invite, of course, Jonas Onyate to take a photo with Kirby and Jen. Right, let's have a photo taken of the newlyweds with Jonas Onyate. All right, so Jonas, while we're waiting for Kirby to join you and take a photo with you, so how do you feel being part of the grand finalists of Tawag ng Tanghalan? And alam naman po natin, ang Tawag ng Tanghalan sa Showtime is one of the biggest competitions nationwide, di ba? And we have different contestants from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So anong pakiramdam na maging grand finalist? Ups, let's turn on your microphone. Can we turn on the microphone of Jonas? All right, there we go.
Ayan, sobrang nakakaba, pressured po. Pero masarap sa pakiramdam na isa po ako ng grand finalist ng Tawag ng Tanghalan na nagre-represent po sa buong Visayas.
So ilan po ba ang grand finalists dapat ng buong competition?
Di ko po alam. Actually, wala po kami idea kung kasi ongoing pa
So
po.
sekreto pa as of now, no?
Opo,
Sekreto pa.
opo.
But are you given a date already kung kailan mangyayari ang ating grand finals?
Wala din po.
Wala pa rin.
Opo.
So all you could do right now is to, of course, prepare yourself.
Yes po, exactly po.
With whatever songs you think that would help you snag the grand prize. Ano nga ba ang grand prize?
Ang grand prize po, sa pagkakaalala ko is more than 6 million po.
Wow!
Lahat-lahat na po. House and lot,
Grabe.
kabuhayan package, instrumental, musical package, sasakyan, yun po.
So a lot at stake talaga.
Yes po.
Alright. And of course, kung base lang naman sa performance mo ngayon, nako, grabe. Hindi ko alam. Baka ikaw nang panalo. Alright. Grabeng
po.
galing, di ba? Palapakan po natin muli si Jonas Onyate.
Salamat po.
All right, and now we are inviting Kirby and Jen to please join us there in front as we are about to have our first well-wisher for today. Alam naman po natin that messages are staples in any wedding reception. So that said, we would like to invite our best man here in front, none other than Kirby's best friend, Mr. Christopher Tan. Let's give him a big hand.
Hello. Good evening. I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming in this special occasion and celebrating it with us. And for those of you who doesn't know me, I am Christopher Tan. I am the best friend of Kirby, and I am an extremely proud best man. Unfortunately, being the best man not only assists the groom in his wedding, but also deliver something I'm not really good at, a speech. Now, years ago, a wise man once said to me that a best man's speech should only last as long as it takes the groom to make love. So bro, which one do you want? Long or short? Now, I've known Kirby since college in USC. We were classmates in some of our minor subjects. We had short chats along the way. Then later on, we realized we had so much in common. I knew he loved cars because during that time, he was driving a silver Mercedes, not tinted. Now, we both park on the same area. And there were several times I saw him naa nakasakay guwapa. Which nakaingon yun ko, kuyawa this guy. Kaya every time I see him, maglahi-lahi man ang imong katapad, bro. So, nakaingon jud ko, maayo gani siya nga tao. Anyway, Kirby is the type of friend who is always there when you need him. He is the type of guy who is very calm and very neutral. And to be honest, sa kadugay na mo nga pagkaamigo, wa pagyug ko kita niya nasuko. He is a very practical person, hardworking, and very responsible. Which is why nakaingon jud ko that his future wife would be a very lucky lady to have such a wonderful person as his husband. Now, let me talk about Jen. We got invited to the birthday party of Boss Roble in Danao. I think that was around 4 years ago as well. And that was the first time we met Jen, our lovely and beautiful bride. I'll be honest, the first time I met Jen, I was very intimidated. Because nagpaka-paka gid siya og English. Maka nosebleed. And as time passes, makatakod man sa DI. Because ako og si Kirby nagsugod na sad mig English. Now, Jen is the type of woman who inspires and drives a man to get up and work harder. She is always there to support. She is very hardworking, a sweet and loving daughter, and a very supportive friend. But mind you, and based on experience, to everybody, ayaw gyud ninyo palaguta si Jen. You will regret it. Both of them, personality-wise, are totally opposite. But as the saying goes, opposites really attract. And look where we are now in this beautiful wedding. I have been with them long enough to be the middle guy during small and big fights. I have been their official third wheel. I hope sige lang gihapon. And as now, their official best man. And I am truly honored. Thank you. So, I would like to ask each and every one of you to stand and raise their glass. To- Sorry. Ralph, can you please join me?
You're sweating.
Okay. To the couple we all know, admire, and love, with all our hearts, we all wish the best for you and Kirby, Jen. And we toast to your health, blessings, and happiness. Cheers.
Give it up for Christopher and, of course, Ralph. Thank you very much. Let's give them a big, big hand. You may now take your seats, everyone. All right, what is that I'm hearing right now? Is that the sound of people enjoying their dinner, or is that the sound of love for our newly wedded couple, Kirby and Jen? You have to make it more obvious. Come on, everyone. I need you to tap your glasses louder than that. Come on. All right. Kirby, Jen, would you like to honor us with a kiss? And we have to give our newlyweds a big, big hand, everyone, to encourage them. Taking her turn to deliver her heartfelt message is this gorgeous young lady. Give it up for Mrs. Jasmine Sarmiento Juan, one of our matrons of honor and Jen's twin sister. Let's give her a big, big hand.
Hi everyone. Ni hao in Chinese. Oham in sakto ba? Oham to my Fukian relatives and maayong gabi sa mga taga Calbayog who I met last night. And Bislig, and in our vernacular, I actually don't have to speak Bisaya so much. So I'm just gonna say, good evening. Jan. Okay, I have to be honest, guys. I hope you all listen. I'm a tad bit nervous. I usually don't get like jitters, but see, I have 3 dads here. Daddy Mel, former DILG secretary who I love so much. Of course, my father, Papa Edgar, and my father-in-law, Dad Richard. So I'm a bit nervous because I don't want them to judge me because I'm such an innocent, sweet child of theirs. Just kidding. Okay, so serious. My gosh. My dear sister, I wrote this for you. 2 years ago, I said this during my same day edit, and I mean every single word. I'm not gonna say meant because I still mean it. We were young, you and I. You were always right by my side. Face to face, same alike. You and I can't be torn and will never be torn apart. We are twins. Don't forget, I'll always love you. I never regret. You're my sister, my best friend. Don't forget, even now that you're wed, I will always love you. But I'm not done. Okay, so hilak na sis. Okay, guys, so good evening. I'm Jazz. I am the for those who know me and who's checking the live feed, you're probably thinking, "Ngano niyang bride? Uy, nag-ilis man." No, I'm actually the identical twin sister of the bride. I'm Jazz, the not so known twin sister, but I'm very delighted to meet you all. Now, when I was writing my speech a year ago when Kirby proposed, I was a bit nervous because every time I'd run into someone, they'll be like, "Oh my God, Jazz, sa imo wedding bang ngilngiga katong best man speech, uy." Shout out to Michael Goho. Ngilngig ko yung best man speech, more na. So of course, I'm like, "Oh my God, pressure," and I don't like pressure. So, kulban ko gamay, but you know what? This is for you, and I'm gonna do it. So Jazz and Jan, Jan and Jazz, Jazz and Jan. My twin sister and I are the best of friends and the worst of enemies. Oh my God. We know everything about each other, as in everything. I mean, of course we would. We were from the same embryo. At some point, na permi mi away, ingon si mama, "Balikon tama sa amo, ako, tiyan na, samo kayo mo." The same room up until even after college, almost inseparable, but completely different. Kani man gud si Jen, guys. Hilumon jud kay ni. Ako sad, Papa wants to shut me up na kay sabaan sad kayo ko. Jen was the shy type. So compared to me, she had a hard time showing her affections. For instance, when we were 7 years old, natay crush si Jen. Ingon siya nako, just, uy, kagwapo, uy. Huh? What do you mean, Jen? Because I didn't know what crush meant. What do you mean, Jen? Crush kayo na ako si bleep. I said, "Human." So she goes up and finds monkey bars. And you know what, guys, there's nothing wrong with being chunky. God, I love chunky people. But the problem with people who loves to eat chocolates is quite small. That results to a big issue when you're trying to carry your weight and climb monkey bars. So, guess what happened? Nahagbong si Jen. And because nahagbong si Jen, in a way, I guess, that made her notion of love fall down also. Oh. But in spite of that, the way we know Jen, in spite of hardships, she still tried hard. Believe sa niyo og love, ingon siya, one day makakita jud og love. Come college days, na siya'y suitor, guys. Yes, there was no problem with the suitor. Wala jud. Kani siya, believe ko ani tawhana. What was the problem? A strict papa. Now, kani si Jen, favorite ni sa kuda. Just kidding. I know. But Jennifer is the youngest, considered the youngest sa amo family. But that's the reason why that time when she said, "Mama, Papa, nay nang ulitaw na ako." Actually, no. "Mama, Papa, someone is courting me." So they were like, Mama was like, "Oh, sige, try lang." And you know what Papa said? "Hoy, ipakuyog na si Nanay Karing ni Moog, si Richard." So of course, because of that, nay chaperones, that went downhill. Another heartbreak. So after many experiences, Jen started thinking that she'd end up an old maid. I remember she would even go with me and her Aya rap while we were on our dates, and we'd enjoy our time together. She was single, we were dating, and we'd tag her along with this chihuahua we used to have. Pero kay baw mo, kani si Jen, sus, grabe ni kareligyoso bataa. Grabe jud, miracles do happen, guys. Miracles. Nagnovena siya ni St. Jude, St. Joseph, Simala, Mama Mary, Santo Niño, tanan. And boom, nai-incheck ni abot. No, guys, paminaw. Flashback. Ang weird thing is, kani si Jen, nani problema sa mata. Ang mga types ani before si kaning Chinito, mga unique entities of the world. At some point, Kuya AP said, "Hoy, Jennifer, mansang problema nimo? Balik na dong Dr. Yong Larzabal, murag nay problema imo lasik ha? Sama na imo mga types day." So paguman na ato when she told us, guys, I have a crush. You know what the first thing I said was, "Huh? Milagro day. Imagine, here comes Kirby. Murag K-pop star, napay six-pack that time. So ingon ko, why? Oh my God, like, why do you have a different taste? But but see, that was the ironic part. He was completely out of her taste. So one day Jan says, "Hey, I'm inviting my crush to dinner." And this guy, Kirby, my brother, he went home through the scrutiny of family. Imagine, niadto siya sa balay, kuyog to siya ni Archel. Tuk-tuk siya. We were all there, the whole pack except Papa. It was me, Tatonton, Kuya, Jen, Ate Chalin, Ate Kat, Mama. Everyone was there. So he goes in, right? Maing gabi eh. And you know what? This is the response. Murag nay madre ni Agi. Hilom kayo. Imagine that. No one said anything. Must have been so hard for him. But you know what, Curb? At that stage, you passed stage 1. Surviving our family. After that, I started pondering and wondering about both of them together. They were two completely different entities. He was a Don Boscan. She was from CIE. Boy next door. Princess. You were yin. She was yang. But in spite of that, you guys made a pretty good team. Jennifer tried to be a DJ. Kirby tried to be a mentor. They worked hard. He was patient. She became a great DJ at that time. I went to their gigs, and yeah, she's pretty good, like you all saw. And the thing was, he was patient. And I would give him that. So one day when Kirby finally confesses to Jan, she runs to me and says, Josh, nag-I love you na si Kirby. She cried so much. And I was so confused, and I was like, huh? Ano nahila ka day? And she was like, nag-I love you siya. And I was like, but you know what, that time I was like, I saw a smile so genuine, and it exuded from within. Fast forward, years pass, and I'll be honest, ikaw Kirby, naman ko problema ni mo, di ka tig-like sa ako Facebook. Kaya ba ka guys, in this day of age, Facebook is important. So remember, friends, if you want to spread friendship, always like Facebook posts. So, karon igsunan ta, klaro ta, like ako Facebook, pat yun ka. Just kidding. But the truth is, I consider Jan my little J, my one true gem. So, that's why in a way, I resented you. But in spite of me being protective, I saw something 2 years ago. At this very ballroom during my wedding, I saw Kirby taking care of you immensely during my wedding day. And that's when I realized, you know what, this guy, he passed stage 2. And believe it or not, 6 months later, he proposed. So I was wondering, maybe he's the one. At that time, all he needed was one more to pass my screening proper. I'll give it to this guy right here. When Jen would be hungry, he would find something to eat. When Jen would want to slubwa, aman ako, di ako mukhaon to slubwa. Kay one time, gidako ani, nag-hand, foot, and mouth disease ko. When she likes to slubwa, guys, can we like eat to slubwa? Kirby's like, sige po, atuta kali azul, oh. I mean, di mada, uy. Careful with your food, guys. But if you like it, then I don't judge. But most importantly, why you passed stage 2 is you made her smile. A smile so genuine and full of care. So finally, a year passed, and finally something happened. I don't know if you remember this. You know, this is the pivotal moment when I realized, Kanisha, pwede na ni. Okay. For me, this is probably the most, I don't say emotional part, but this meant a lot. And this is when I realized that I think I found a brother. Love, tubig, sabi kayo, matukan ako. Palihog. Gwa ID. So, I'm competitive, guys. I'm so competitive. So, you know, January, my sister wins this Sinulog photo contest. Sa mga taga Cebu, you know what a Sinulog photo contest is? Basta this is the best and most prestigious photo contest in Cebu City/Philippines. Believe it or not, napildi ko aning bataan na ang picture niya, yung ani lang, pak! And ako, I was like bringing all my camera gear. So when they announced Gen 1, hila ko eh. I snubbed Jen. I snubbed her so much, I felt so bad. I felt like I had nothing in my life. because I lost. But you know what Kirby said? It wasn't just because I felt bad because I lost, but because people started making fun. Kirby went near me and said, "Hoy, pamilya man ta na kung nay magbinuang mo, ako musumbag na. Ako musumbag." It sounds so evil, but you know what? That's how he won me over, because that's when I realized he was protective, not just of my sister, but towards the family. So that's when he passed stage 3. You know, guys, 2018, it was so challenging, God. It was so challenging that from my mom's battle against cancer, which we won, to their loss of their most beloved billion, who was like their child, to name a few. It was the year what was so difficult, but what I admired about you most was you never left her. You never left her in spite of it all. You know what? I've been married for a while now, so I can't give, but even with that, I can never give any legit marriage advice. But what I will tell you is, times sa kay nawa ko notes, binuang man eh. Pause. Okay. I can't give you any legit marriage advice, but what I can say is, always love each other and be there for each other through thick and thin. To Kirby, brother, di ka pwede mag-ate na ako kay 1 year younger ka. Welcome to the family officially. Thank you for making my sister smile in a way I never saw her smile. And thank you for being my husband's best friend. Brother na, ang mga tao uban ningon, igsuon sad mo? Ay ngon ko, dili oy. Ano, murag twins man sad na si Kirby ug si Ralph, no? I don't know. But see guys, thank you for that. Thank you for being there for him. Before I end this, remember what Monsignor said. Love must not be words and talk. It must be shown through action. Remember that always. Jan, kabaw ka. 1 month me and Kuya, ganahan ako magpakamatay day kay stress jud kay ko. Di jud mada, but that's how much I love you. Because no amount of stress or anything, I don't care if I have to climb mountains, but because my love for you will always be true. So, Kirby, welcome to the family. And Jan, now that si Kirby pamilya, kailangan magtandem ta kay kang konsyabo ba yung duha. Kailangan teammates ta. So, I love you both, but I'm not done. Before I end this speech, I'd like to call a few friends. Michelle, Ate Ashley, hold up. Please wait. Technical difficulties. Remember, Kalbayog, people over there, I said that I would be saying something? Well, I'm so glad you made it because, like I said, before I end my speech, I'd like to call a few friends. So, mga divas, please assist me. Ate Ashley, Michelle, and is it okay if the married couple faces the audience? Before I end my speech, I'd like to sing a song. I know it's so weird. It's so weird, Jude. Hey, kamo ba? Guys, come on. Set up. Okay, here. Dance for me. Area 1, Area 2, Area 3. My headband, please. Before I end my speech, again, this is the 3rd time, but the final. I'd like to sing a song. I know it's weird. Hit it. But it's me. And after everything you've been through, just like in a Disney fairy tale, I hope you live a happily ever after. My sister got wed. Isn't that neat? Who would have thought her life finally be complete? Who would have thought that she'd find her one true love, her everything? Look at Grand Con, white and gold face. Oh, how Tito Richie and Debbie well converted this place. Looking around here, you'd think, phew, the Sarmientos did everything. Let got a start on the day where they first met. They first met through my Kuya AP. You wanna know some chica? I've got plenty. So Jen don't care. No big deal. I'll say more. Jen wanted to be where Kirby was. Jen wanted him to be her non-female best friend. So then they started training those, what do you call them? Oh, DJ quips. They see each other almost every day in nightclubs, parties, spinning, dancing, spinning those black spot things. What do you call them? Oh, beats. That's where they talked. Then they had fun in distillery, not in Mactan. Then they would be dating, you'd see. He was part of her world. One thing she did is go to Bislig, cross Cebu waters. Yeah, she actually did. What did he say? To spend a day and hold hand in hand. Betcha you thought, oh, this girl's fine, and she was different from the others. Bright young woman, independent, on her own she can stand. So my dear twin sis, I hope you finally know that I'm so glad you have your answers. After so many years, you finally, what's the word? Learned. So now it's your turn. You found love, finally wet, thanks to God up above. Look, Tana, what's up? Curb, I thank thee. You make her so happy for being part of her world. Okay. Okay. Kay ba na ko moingon ni sa badyo na ning bata oy pahawa na. But Jennifer told me to say this because it's a day of celebration. Okay, I'll just put words in her mouth. Because it's a day of celebration, she would like to offer a song to someone so special to her. And the most beautiful girl in her world also. So, Jan?
This is dedicated to my parents. I can't remember when you weren't there, when I didn't care for anyone but you. I can't sing this, I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the father and daughter dance.
Sweetest days I found you through the years. I've never been afraid of the love we've made, and I'm so glad I've stayed right here with you through the years.
The first man who has ever loved Jen unconditionally. Once again, give it up for Honorable Edgar Sarmiento. A truly heartwarming moment shared by a father and a daughter. And of course, our dear guests here to lead this evening's formal toast. Let us all welcome on stage our man of honor and Jen's childhood best friend, Honorable Andre Red Duterte.
Thank you. Okay. Magdiskurso ko ha. May gabi sa niyong tanan. Akong pagtahod o pagyukbo sa atong mga pinalanggang bisita, hilabi na sa atong duha ka pinaka pinangga nako na mga tao diri sa probinsya sa Sugbo. Mr. and Mrs. Kirby and Jennifer Bunan. I think Jasmine already spilled the beans on everything that happened to them, but I'd also like to take credit for this, this wedding. It was in 2014. I had my birthday in Bantayan Island, and si Drew, Jen's brother, I asked him if he knew DJs who could play there. One of them was Kirby. They played on a Saturday. On as early as Tuesday, Jen, knowing her that she'd be really excited about events like these, she called me actually on Tuesday like, Dong, see you on your birthday, happy birthday, advance, see you. Dong, naku chika nimo. Unsa man, namo kay crush na dalhon. Kani insik ba gwapo ka edong. Ini ba siya gwapo ka edong. Ni murag lamig ag lawas dong. That's what she said. Oh, bakin sa man. Kinsa man ani kay I made the poster already actually, like a poster, then the lineup, and I had pictures of the DJs. Kinsa man ani kay there were 4 DJs sa birthday nako. Kani si Kirby you ba? Mao ba? Sige. I met Kirby actually first time in Bantayan during my birthday. And the week after, or I think that night, I really told Jen, feel na ko, no, if uyabon kang Kirby, sugta. Because I really think, you guys are meant for each other. And knowing Jen pod, no dong, oy, wala ko kay, dahang ka isang chicks, dahang sa babae niya, ako, I'm ugly ba ya, ana. Akong giingnan siya, hoy buang, sagpaon ti karon ha? Kagwapa ni mo, no? So, as fate would have turned out, here we are. 4 years later, 5 years later, after all the ups and downs, of what a couple should be, or a normal relationship. Ang ending, ikasal gyud sila, no? Yeah, and I like to take part of the blame for that. So to Jen and Kirby, I like everyone to raise their glass. Yeah? To Jen and Kirby, a lifetime of happiness, a lifetime of fulfillment and success, and a lifetime of beautiful, beautiful children together. Kanang usa gyud dili lang basketball team, usa ka soccer team ng mga anak ha. Okay, si Kirby hilig ba soccer? Okay. So to Mr. and Mrs. Bunan, cheers everybody.
Cheers. Thank you very much to the Honorable Andre Red Duterte. Thank you, sir. This evening of celebration will not be complete without a few words from the head of the host family. So right now, I would like to invite the father of the groom to join us here to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Edmund Bunan. Palapakan po natin siya. Sinlong e papa.
Okay na? Curb. Okay na. Good evening, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. Nagda ako notes kay basically, I'm not used to speech in front of the public. So, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Edmund Bunan. I'm the father of Ed Kirby. I'm a businessman and founder of MCD Cebu Group. Most recently, I'm moving into construction business in the name of Jeb Builders. Nagsugod pa ko aning construction akong negosyo. So, first and foremost, I would like to thank you all for coming to my sons and daughters-in-law wedding day. I'm so happy. I would like to especially like to thank you for my friends and relatives whom from million miles away from home, just like my sister came from Alabama, USA, just to attend the Kirby's wedding. And my sincerest thanks to Mr. Richard Juan and his family. And most of all, to the Honorable Sarmiento family. Kumpare Edgar and Kumare Penny. And Kirby's friends and Jen's friends as well. So, who helped by all means of support to make this day a memorable one. So, being a father is a big responsibility and an obligation, as I could say, to both of them. Being a father, what I could say is to give you both unconditional love. So there is a saying that money is not everything. We have to balance all parts of life. Unfortunately, we all mess up from time to time, and this imbalance was my mistake. So, for those who, I just want to say, I left Kirby since he was 1 year old. I flew to USA for employment actually, and I missed his elementary and high school graduation So, with those two graduations that Kirby I missed, so I promised him during your college graduation, um, I have to be present because I was in US that time, to work hard to to support him for all his needs. So then time comes, his college graduation. I was there for him. I keep my promise, and so I saw from his eyes how happy he was when he saw me attending his graduation. So that was the first time actually that he saw me. So I'm very thankful of the Lord. He grew up independently. He actually grew up perfectly, I could say. Wa siya grew up as adis-adis pagkatao. But he struggled himself na nagtarong siya sa iyang pagkagalingon. So, that's one thing that when I was in USA, I am very proud of him. Na tarong siya eskwela. He graduated college education with a Bachelor of Science in Commerce and in University of San Carlos, which I am also proud of him na nagtarong gyud siya. So by then, after his graduation, niadto man to siya sa Boracay. So, he actually went for a DJ for a certain hotel. And then, afterwards, he joined me with a small company. So, when he started to join me with MCD, Cebu AutoZone, wa ko regret na. He actually made my small company popular. We joined several car show events with the efforts of Kirby. So, nalipay sa ko nga with all marketing and efforts ni Kirby, he made MCD AutoZone a very popular one to the public. We won several car show events. I'm so happy of him. I'm very proud of him. So, in spite sa nagtarong siya, I could say Kirby grew up independently as a good son. And I'm very lucky of him. So, thank you kayo, Kirby, sa for being part of MCD na you made our small company popular one. With all your support, contributions, countless and invaluable things from marketing and growing my small company, helping ni dako sad ang MCD tungod nimo nalipay kay ko. So his character and for ethics and his great gravity, but the most valuable one, I could say with Kirby as my son. He's very patient. As patient is a great value. So, nalipay kay ko na naakana. So, he has many great characteristics from work ethics to his gravity, but most valuable patience. Sa nakita na ako ni Jen and Kirby, naa sila'y one thing in common. Being independent. They're both person that are the independent person. So, marag nagkasinabot yun silang duha. So, what I could say, ako sa nang give value sa ilang pagkatao. So, and they are old enough that I could say para ma-decide sila ilang self na through the years na ilang na-encounter sa ilang life. So, I could say they're matured enough to decide for themselves what is right thing to do. So, whenever you have ang akong tambag ninyo duha, whenever you have conflict of your true love, you must be able to compromise yourself. Do not just take for granted everything. No? Okay. We only live once diri sa kinabuhi sa kalibutan ba. So akong sulti ninyo kung naamoy problema kuan lang ninyo. You have to settle dayon. Ayaw ninyo pabuta nga budako ang kayo ba na di na ninyo makuan bitaw mapatay ba. So kanang i-compromise dayon. So and I could say, Jen, what characteristic Kirby does na wala gyud ni Kirby. So sa gisulti sa iyang best man, mao ni silang duha. Murag opposite characteristic yun ni silang duha. So opposite character means the attraction of the opposite poles attract each other. So mao gyud ni silang duha. They're meant for a perfect couple. For I could say, no? So, my blessings na akong gihatag nilang duha na mayon ta na whenever you ayaw ninyo i-take for granted in your relationship ba na kanang based on experience ba ang tambag ni nako okay this is the day na I have the freedom to talk to everyone and you will hear me na unsay proper way to talk to you na unsay problema ninyo nga gamay sulbara dayon. Oh, okay. So, what I could say, I would have given both my blessings that you will love forever, and may I request for I will get my baso for a toast. So I may request for everyone to stand up and let's have a toast. Okay.
Palakpakan po natin si Mr. Edmund Bunan. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
All right.
So
Hi,
how are
Max.
you doing, Drew?
I'm doing great. Is everybody doing okay? Everybody say love.
Ang
Everybody say
hina.
love. I've had a few shots and I'm ready for tonight. Yes, Max. Here we go. Yes.
And of course,
We're
we
gonna
still
get
have
the
a lot
energy
for
up.
everyone.
Yes. So my dad is supposed to do a speech, but before that, I want to bring in an incredible performer. Max, would you like to
To
introduce
her, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she is actually an extremely versatile performer who is known for her belting ability.
We chose her because
Yes.
we love her.
Yes, everybody loves her. And
She
she
does.
has a very agile voice. And she is sometimes even known for her operatic arias.
Incredible. That's why.
Diba?
And she's also singing right before our main act. So
Correct.
you gotta stick around. So, Max.
All right. So she actually performs regularly in ABS-CBN's longest running show, ASAP. All right.
Oh my God, ASAP.
And she is known as the Philippines' Soul Princess.
She is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Beat It Queen, Jonah.
Jonah!
You give me hope, strength, the will to keep on. No one else can make me feel this way, and only you can bring out all the best I can do. I believe you turn the tide.